This is racking to a secondary fermenter. This is a lager. Racking to the secondary for the lagering process to make sure that that no autolysis happens, which dead yeast cells can cause off flavours in the beer. Simple process, just into another fermenter. But because the fermentation's done, there's no need for an airlock, and that'll be lagered at about 2 degrees for 4 to 6 weeks.
Howdy brewers, we're going to do some batch priming tonight, and for batch priming we need some dextrose, scales, container, a kettle and some yeast. So this is the same yeast I used to brew the beer with, S23, it's a lager, and I'll show you how much to add, or how much you need to add in order to get a secondary fermentation going. We are racking our beer into our bottling vessel. Here's the 60 grams of dextrose dissolved in enough boiling water to dissolve it. We add that first. So while the beer is going in, we get our yeast. And with bottling, we only need, or secondary fermentation, we only need a small amount of yeast. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon, and that should be plenty to get the secondary fermentation. The reason why we had to add the yeast to the bottling bucket is because there should be, I've had this lagering for about 2 months, and there should be no yeast left in, or not enough yeast left in the beer to be able to get a bottle fermentation. There's the beer with the dextrose and the extra yeast added. From here you bottle as normal, but instead of adding a carbonation drop, you just cap them as though they already have carbonation drops in them.